Continuing our series, this time we're talking about what are we going to do with a $1,000 a month budget. So if you were listening to the last video, if not, I'll link it in the comments or something here, and you can check it out on what we were recommended for $500 a month. And now we're going to do a $1,000 a month budget. So if you remember on 500, we recommended $11 a day on leads, $2 a day on realtors, and $3 a day building up your local celebrity effect. And that's about like, I think you have 20 bucks left over or something at the end of the month. It's like $480. So with $1,000 a month, you can do some other things. Obviously, there's no automation on the 500 because it's a pretty small budget. So with $1,000, you can start doing some other things that are going to be more beneficial to your business. So number one, I think at the $1,000 budget, you need to have some type of automation. My recommendation is Complete LO. Wow, that marker sucks. Okay, let me get a new one. So I'm using CompleteLO.com. I'm going to recommend that you get the $297 version of that. And the reason is because every week you can get on with the Complete LO team and they'll help you run your ads. They'll help you figure out what ads to push out, connect it to the automation, all that kind of stuff. So you can get a basic package for $197, but for $297, you get like weekly support and weekly ads help and all that kind of stuff, which is huge. If you're not a loan officer, if you're a loan officer and not a marketer, and then you can hook up with marketers and they can help you to continually improve. So at a $1,000 budget, I think a couple $100 or a few $100 should be dedicated to the automation and what's going to happen after the lead comes in. Because the truth is, getting the lead is the easiest part of all this. The hardest part is following up and converting the lead into actually making money. And so that's what Complete LO is going to help you do that kind of thing. Okay, so that's $297. Next, I think we should stick with the $2 a day to realtors. Okay? Now, the reason you want to do this is running ads. See, if you run ads and people see your ads, you don't have to tell them that you're good at ads, or you don't have to tell them that you're good at social media, because the ad tells people that already. So if you're looking at, like if you call realtors or you're doing any kind of events or anything like that, having ads running to realtors all the time is a great idea. It's going to give you more facial recognition, more voice recognition. You're going to start to become a familiar face versus being a stranger. People will actually look forward to meeting you because they want to finally meet this guy in real life that they've been seeing on the internet forever. So $2 a day to realtors, we still want to continue to do that. Okay, so if we're doing that plus Complete LO, so let's just call that 300, and we're going to call that 60 bucks. Okay, so we're at $360. We're at 360 bucks so far. The next thing is we want to do some lead generation. Okay, now if you have automation in place that's helping you with the leads, you can get more leads, because now if you're not relying on you to make manual phone calls and you're manually converting them, but you're using the automation to figure out who's ready to go now versus who's a long-term buyer, you can go a little bit higher. So last time we were at $11 a day on leads, and this time with $1,000, I'm going to recommend $15 a day on leads, okay? So that way you have plenty of deals coming in, plenty of leads coming in. Now look, depending on what type of quality leads you're generating, this is $15 a day is going to be like 10 or 20 low quality leads. It's going to be 2 to 3 medium quality leads, and it's going to be 1 or 2 high quality leads. So for me, because I like to get all the leads, I'll take all the low quality leads and let my automation sort it out and figure it out, right, over time. So for me, I'd rather go and get 15 leads a day that the automation can work through and create appointments and this kind of stuff, and versus getting just 1 lead a day that's maybe more high quality, right? So that $15, that's going to be about 450 bucks. So now we're at what, 750 plus 60, so we're at 810. So we're at 810 right there so far of our budget. Now with the $15 a day, you have a couple of options. You could just put this on one campaign. You could put this over a couple campaigns, so you could do campaigns for $750 each. You could do 3 campaigns for $5. You have a couple of options there, but I think 15 bucks a day is a great place to start in terms of generating leads. Okay, last thing we want to make sure we have is we want to make sure we still have retargeting in place. So the retargeting is not going to change. We're still doing $3 a day, building that local celebrity effect, right? So I'm just going to call this celeb. And what we're doing here, again, remember from last time, is we're doing, $1 a day, $1 a day, $1 a day. So basically 3 different ads that are going out, $1 a day each. And that's what's going to build up our local celebrity effect. And so that is $99. So now we're at like $909. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little left over in this case also. The last money that I'm going to spend out of this $1,000 is going to be on event promotions. So I'm going to assume that if you're a smart loan officer, you're running some type of local live events for realtors, whether that's you teaching a class, partnering with somebody else that's doing something that's cool, or watching a training on Zoom together, whatever it is. We want to do something where we're getting in front of realtors once a month. So I'm going to put about a $50 budget. I mean, you can see, in this case, we still have about $89, I guess. If we wanted to spend the whole $1,000, we still got 89 bucks. So let's just say $50 to $70. That's going to be used to promote an event. So what I'm going to do is, let's just say I'm going to run an event, 2 weeks from now, I can go ahead and create a Facebook event, and I can start running ads to that, spending whatever would make sense from out of that budget. So, if the event is 2 weeks away, maybe I'm only spending $5 a day. Or, if it's a week away, maybe I'm spending $10 a day, right? But 50 to 70 bucks to promote an event, that's going to at least get a few realtors to show up. It's going to, again, put your name out there. It's going to give you name recognition, company recognition, logo recognition, all these types of things. It's a demonstration that you know how to run events, that you know how to run Facebook ads. I think there's just so much power in doing this, right? And kind of drinking your own Kool-Aid. And if you're out here talking about how you can help people with marketing, where's your demonstration of that, And that's really what this does. It's going to create business, but also it's going to be this attractive thing for realtors that want to come into your circle because they don't know how to do this stuff. So all that right there, we're going to be in for $959 to $979, something like that range, based on this here. So that's going to take care of having an automation, having a CRM, having automation, having a calendar tool where people can book appointments. It's going to take care of all of that stuff up here. You're going to also be having leads coming in, so $15 a day. Odds are, if you're just getting name, email, phone number, we can go out and get 10, 15, 20 leads a day. So we can be building a really big database of potential home buyers in your market pretty quickly. Okay, it doesn't have to be a long process. Now, from that $15 a day, let's just say we're doing that, right? We're getting name, email, phone number. For 15 bucks a day, you're probably going to get about 40, 50 people, maybe a little bit more, 50 people, 60 people to engage with your ad, right? So for every one person that becomes a lead, at least for me in my business, for every one person that becomes a lead using Facebook lead forms, about 3 or 4 people click the form and don't finish the form. So if you've got your retargeting in place, this whole celebrity effect piece, it's not just about the leads that we're getting. It's about all the people that engage with the ad but even don't become a lead. Maybe they're not in a position they want to give us their name, email, phone number right now, but they are interested in getting a house at some point. We want to stand in front of them. So this celebrity effect for $3 a day, right? If we're spending $15 a day, let's just make some assumptions here. Let's just go with that we're spending $15 a day and we're getting low to medium quality leads. So $15 a day is going to equal, let's just say that's going to be, I'm just going to make a guess here. Let's just say it's going to be 8 leads a day. Okay, but in order to get 8 leads, remember it's only a 25% completion. So go by 4, that's 36 leads a day that can be added into your retargeting list. So it's every day we're adding 8 people into our database. We're having follow-up and automation and all these things going out to them. And then also we're adding 36 people a day into our retargeting. So, by the end of the month, we're talking about, if you're going 8 times 30, what's that? 240 leads that are in your CRM, right? This is like new leads in the CRM, but then we also have 36 times 30, which is what, 1,000? 1,000 people that we're staying in front of, and we're building up that local celebrity effect so that whenever they are ready, we're the only name that makes any sense to choose in terms of getting a mortgage. So this is how I would spend $1,000 right here. You don't need any other tools. Complete LO replaces the need for Zapier. We automatically connect to Facebook. So every time a lead comes in, it automatically pulls it into Complete LO. We don't have to do any extra work. You can have them going into your calendar inside Complete LO. You can have them go into a thank you page inside of there. The retargeting, everything is happening. So, this is a pretty inclusive plan to have you be kind of omnipresent, right? You're going to be generating leads, having ads all over the internet, and running a live event every month. You've got all this, all these different pieces kind of working in conjunction together. And again, you're spending a little less than, you've still got enough to go and take yourself to lunch, right? At the end of the day, you've got maybe enough for 2 Chipotle burritos. If you need any help getting something like this implemented, just let me know. And we've got some different ways we can help you do that. And I'm curious what you would do with a $1,000 a month budget. Like if your plan would be different than my plan, and we're talking about $1,000 on paid ads, right? I'm not saying $1,000, you could do anything with it. What would you do? Yeah, of course we could do other things maybe, but if we're like, how do we take this and amplify our business using paid traffic and paid social media ads, this is by far the best way to spend that $1,000. So yeah, hopefully that was beneficial for you. If you like it, feel free to share the video. Come back for the next time. The next budget we're going to do is going to be $2,500 a month. So we'll see you back here next week for that one. See ya.